I'm Nicole.
And I'm Jake.
I'm a kitty.
Too.
Maybe these messages will be insightful. Now, this blog is about Tumblr fame. So let me tell you something about Tumblr fame. It doesn't exist. It's just this notion people have in their heads that when people get a lot of followers, they matter. They don't. Because I don't do anything. I make themes sometimes, and sometimes I post pictures. And that's not really worthy of being famous. It'd be better to be like YouTube famous, because when you're YouTube famous, you get to go on Ellen.
Yeah.
Let's be YouTube famous, Jacob.
Yeah.
And then we can go to the AMAs. We can hang out with Katy Perry.
I know, and she'd love us.
And she's like the YouTube savior. So Tumblr fame does not exist. Having a lot of followers on Tumblr does not make you matter. And it does not make you invincible. Because someone has a lot of followers, that does not mean you can message them and say they're a piece of shit, because they have feelings.
It's not like they're not people.
It's not like they're Lady Gaga and she's not going to read it. I read every message in my ass box. Most people read every message in their ass box. If I see hate in my ass, I'm going to read it, and I'm probably going to feel like shit about it for a little tiny bit.
Oh, you don't want that in your ass box, but you'll put it in other people's ass box. It does happen to people who have a lot of followers, too. It actually probably happens to them more, and it gets noticed more. When 130 people follow you, it's not as much as when, like, 14,000 people follow you, because there's 10
It's more people. There's also the possibility that it's just, like, this person had as many people as you can fit in the Bell Center follow me. When you're standing in the pit of a concert looking up and there's 15,000 people there, that's how many people read what I say.
Yeah, you might as well be showing, like, movable GIFs to them. Like, yes, you wouldn't sit there and do that, but this is the internet, so you would.
Can I tell you how frightening that is sometimes? Has a lot of followers. They can handle this.
That's not true. They're no different than... We're no different.
Yeah.
I've got 180, and she's got a lot.
And hate is, like, today, I was, like, typing a text post, and then I was like, I'm gonna get hate for this. I don't want to get hate right now, and I just deleted it, and I never posted it, and I'm not going to talk about it right now, because it was kind of me being arrogant, which I should be allowed to do on my blog without people being like, you're an arrogant bitch. Yeah, really.
So much.
What's more arrogant than running a blog about yourself when you're not an interesting human being? Nothing. The act of me having a blog is arrogance. But if I say something arrogant, that's no.
A lot of people say that, like, it doesn't affect them, but hate. Yeah,
it's like,
but you can, like, I'm not, like, if I get hate, I'm not gonna go and, like, cut myself. Not like a blow to people who do that, because...
If you cut, stop right now.
Don't do it. It's really not good. Inside, you can't help but feel hurt by it. Even just for like a second. Like,
exactly.
I don't get hate a lot, but when I do...
It hurts more when you don't.
And it's usually about my teeth, and I understand.
Always.
My teeth are like...
You know how many pictures there are on my blog of me, like, flat out smiling? 0. Do you want to know why? Every time I posted one... I got hate for it. And it's one of those things, when you hear something enough, you start to believe it. And I don't. I like my smile. But I'm more cautious of it now. It's like if I smile, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. There's always a hand in front of it when I do it, for the most part.
And then I get hate. Why are you touching your face in all your pictures? Because you bitches made me feel like shit. Maybe one of these asks will be relevant. Okay, this message is relevant. I'm going to read it and comment on it. I can't stand how self-absorbed you are with yourself. That's redundant. Stop. It's sickening. So many people love and care about you, and you just push them away like they don't mean shit to you. Nicole, one day you're going to wish these people still cared about you. Life is going to slap you in the face, you conceited bitch. Here's the thing. I push people away. It's what I do.
Who doesn't?
I am not comfortable having people care about me, because I have this psychological thing that says... I'm not worth caring about. You don't need to tell me I am. You don't need to comment on that, because that is something that's wrong with me that I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. I don't need your sympathy. I don't need you to try to reassure me, because it's not going to change anything. Okay? Another part of that is that I have a superiority complex that makes me think everyone should care about me. No, everyone should not care about me. I check myself on that all the time, because I don't think anyone should. So it's a vicious circle. I have pushed several people away from me in my life And fortunately for me, most of them have come back, and I'm letting them stay for now. But there's one person in my life that I pushed away that I never thought would leave, the one I thought that would never leave, the one I never wanted to leave, and I pushed away. She didn't pass. She didn't, my little fucked up test. I'm going to push you away and you're going to come back because that's what you're going to do. She didn't. She's gone. And that hurts. So, not always, but messages like that bring shit like that up in my brain. And I'm not going to be sad about it right now because I have my best friend and I don't need to be. But that's what you do. And I get that the purpose of sending that message was to make me feel bad, but I know. I know that I push people away. You don't think that I'm aware of what I'm doing. Here's a quote. It was delivered by Chevy Chase, and I'm assuming written by Dan Harmon, because he is the writer of Community, or he's the producer. It was written by Dan Harmon or someone else, one of the other brilliant writers who works for the set of Community. Chevy Chase read it as Pierce Hawthorne. It's out of context. I'm going to read the whole thing. Not all of it is relevant, but the core of it is. You know, I've been coming to the school for 12 years. I've never been friends with anyone here more than a semester, probably the same reason I've been married 7 times. I guess I assume eventually I'll be rejected, so, you know, I test people. Push them away until they prove me right. It's a sickness, I'll admit it. Now, I'm just going to clarify, I'm not a sad person. I'm not depressed. I'm not Alaska Young. I'm not Virginia Woolf. I like my life. I'm happy. I'm not unhappy with my life, and I'm not everyone else on the internet who's an insomniac and is depressed and wants somebody to love. If I wanted somebody to love, they would be right there waiting for me. Okay? They're there.
Well, I have that too.
I am denying them right now. Telling me that I push people away is not going to stop me from pushing people away. That is what I do. You don't need to send me hate about it. You don't need to call me conceited. I know. I know what's wrong with me. You might think you know more than me, but you don't. Okay? That's all there is to it.
There's really no difference between, aside from having more followers, I guess, there's really no difference between being Tumblr famous and having less followers, not a lot of followers.
Wrapping it up.
Like, you still get hate either way, and sure, there's more of a gradient for having more followers and having less, but it still affects everyone. Like, even if you're Tumblr famous, you're still a human being, and you have feelings, so stop the hate. Delcore wisdom right there. If you're wondering about these lighting changes, she keeps changing clothing, and then coming back, then we're like, wait, we
filmed an entire video. We filmed the entire video, and we're like, you know, we never put an ending on this. So we had to do it again, and I had to change, because we've been editing for like an hour. And then the light was like, what was I doing before?
I don't know. Let's do something different. Make it better.
So, yeah, we look way cuter in this lighting. So that's why there are lighting changes. And if you watch this, I like you.
Yay.